On a quiet Tuesday morning in Costa Mesa, California, the sounds of a routine storage auction filled the air, metal doors rising, bids flying, profit on everyone's mind. It should have been forgettable. Instead, it became the day storage wars crossed into real-life horror. One locker, one winning bid, and Dave Hester would come face to face with something no experience could prepare him for. What he uncovered didn't just shock the auction world, it exposed secrets meant to stay buried and changed everything forever. The crowd was unusually large for a weekday auction. Dave Hester noticed it immediately. Familiar faces were everywhere: Daryl Sheets, calm and observant, and Ivy Calvin, studying every door like a chessboard. But two people didn't belong: a woman in a sharp black suit, constantly checking her phone, and a silent man standing beside her. They weren't bidders. They weren't scanning units. Their focus never left Unit 73. When Dan Dodson rolled up the door to Unit 73, the atmosphere shifted. Inside were furniture pieces draped in dusty sheets, neatly stacked boxes, and antique trunks in the back. It looked promising. The bidding climbed fast and aggressively. Daryl dropped out early. Ivy Calvin hesitated. The woman in black kept bidding without emotion, as if she were trying to block someone else from winning. Every instinct told Dave to walk away. Instead, he raised the price to $2,500. The gavel slammed. Sold. As Dave Hester approached the unit, he noticed the woman in black watching him. She didn't look angry. She looked concerned. At first, his decision seemed justified. Beneath the sheets was a beautiful Victorian-era furniture set, easily worth real money. Then he uncovered disturbing artwork signed J. Morrison, 2019, filled with twisted figures and unsettling expressions. The boxes changed everything. Inside were textbooks on criminal psychology and forensic behavior, followed by folders of surveillance photographs. People photographed from a distance, coffee shops, parking lots, outside homes. Each folder was labeled with names, dates, and locations across Southern California. Among them were Sarah Mitchell and Jennifer Torres. Dave Hester's hands shook as he opened handwritten journals. The entries weren't observations, they were obsessions. Claims of ownership, pages describing women who didn't know they were being watched. The tone grew darker with each entry. Fear replaced curiosity. Then came the trunks. Inside were women's clothing items carefully folded and labeled with names and dates. Another trunk held driver's licenses, house keys, and personal identification. At the bottom sat a leather-bound ledger listing dozens of names. Beside several of them was a single word that froze Dave in place. Disappeared. Within minutes, Ivy Calvin called Dan Dodson, and the auction shut down. Police arrived. The woman in black stepped forward and revealed her badge. She was FBI Special Agent Rebecca Torres. One of the names in the files, Jennifer Torres, was her sister. The unit's owner was identified as James Morrison, a disturbed software engineer who had been under investigation before dying in a staged car accident. Over the next 2 days, Unit 73 became a full crime scene. Authorities confirmed connections to multiple missing persons cases. News outlets flooded Costa Mesa. Storage Wars was suddenly linked to a real-life nightmare. Dave Hester, once known for bravado, was shaken. Days later, Sarah Mitchell contacted him, thanking him for proving she hadn't imagined the fear that haunted her for years. The Storage Wars cast rallied around Dave. Daryl Sheets checked in daily. Ivy Calvin pushed for safety reforms. Mary Padian helped support victims. 6 weeks later, Dave Hester stepped away from auctions, admitting the experience changed how he viewed the business. When Dave Hester walked away from Unit 73, he left with more than a lesson. He left with a truth that reshaped everything he thought he knew. What began as entertainment became accountability, closure, and change. If this story made you pause, remember, behind every locked door is a human story. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.